There have been a lot of good things going on today in the pack. I've been playing around, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what you've got. Slime ball's not bad. I don't actually need any of these things. I might grab a vine because I don't think I have any. And then sure, slime balls are not the easiest to get a hold of. You've managed to lose hold of both of your pets there, though. Don't know what to tell you about that. Anyways, I have been crazy busy this week with physical dog sitting things, so I have not been able to record, but I've been doing things. And you can probably already tell that I've been here and doing things because the roof is oxidizing bit by bit. You can see on the map a lot of the oxidation that it's been doing. I've also gotten a decent little crop farm set up back there, so that's pretty nice. Let's go and put these away real quick. You should also notice we've got a chest upgrade and some barrels for things we have vast quantities of. 687 cobblestone is quite a bit, and a full stone drawer. Now, why on earth would that stone drawer be full, you may be wondering? That's because I've been busy doing a lot of mining, but also because I've been busy with our tunnel to the killing chamber over there that we set up. So coming into this now, you'll see I found some shroom lamps or shroom lights in one of the forests with the large mushrooms in it from the Regions Unexplored mod. It has like these bio shrooms in it, and so they had these, and I grabbed a few. I think I only grabbed 4. And we have a minecart now. And not only do we have a minecart, we have fully finished floors of birch, walls of varying materials, and even ceiling of cut deep slate slabs. So right now in these underforest areas, we've got this kind of like forgotten dungeon kind of vibe because we're going to a dungeon, basically. That's what we've built. But as we enter underneath the water, all of that stone becomes kind of silty and muddy. And so I've replaced all that with packed mud and packed mud bricks. And then we've integrated a little bit of moss and mossy stone kind of creeping into the top. So as we continue to travel through here, now that we're getting close to the coast, you can see we're in another forest here. And we're going to be in a forest the whole way. So we're back to this original theme. And let me tell you, this took such a long time. So very long. And then here we've got the same story. This isn't nearly as long of a ladder up, so we only needed the 1 shroom light. We have 1 left, I believe. And then this goes over to the chamber. I haven't done anything with the chamber, ironically. It's still the same, completely identical. But I have spent some time here grinding out even more soul shards just in case we need them. So I guess we're going to head back. I'm noticing that the roots and stuff just don't grow naturally. You have to bone meal them. So that is something that I have found and I'm a little bit saddened by. But if I ever need them, and I have been, then it's just easy enough to come out here and bone meal them. But we can also come up with a solution using a planter, which would not be a bad idea to get into. I've also been upgrading my other gear and tools. So you can see we've picked up some. We found a good bit of stuff while exploring and out doing the fun stuff. Let's go tend to the animals real quick. Might be time to take care of the animals. It's getting close to time to take care of those animals. And so yeah, we've been slowly upgrading our stuff. We've got a decent amount of gear now. I've also found a resource pack that I think I really like for a font, and then also for a complete retexture of the comforts mod, which I think looks really good. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's my show and tell. It's been really busy just trying to get all this done, but I want it to be good and prepared. So we have plenty of materials. You can see we've got several stacks of iron now in block form currently. We've got tons and tons and tons of resources in this department. And we have tons of building materials, just kind of a good bit of everything. It's been really nice having everything restocked and supplied and ready to go because we have a lot of stuff to do today. So taking a look at the stuff we need to do today, let's get our quest book out. I also did happen upon a stray tower, so we get a waystone out of that. We had already been to one. That's where we got our Ars Ecclesia looked at, but since we hadn't started the proper quests yet, that one was hidden away. So now that we have started that quest, I was able to unlock that when I next visited a stray tower, which happened to happen just entirely accidentally. Anyways, we have unlocked some stuff by continuing our prayers, which has been really exciting. I'm glad that that's already as done as that is. And so I unlocked the soul sign. And so now I have unlocked the touch of darkness, which we don't have. I don't think we have the ability. I mean, we do actually, right? We can do both. Let's do both. That'll be fun. So we need 4 pewter, and we're going to need 4 arcane ingots because we're going to do both of these. So we need a gold inlay, and we need a pewter inlay. let's do the gold inlay first. Grab you, go to the mystical signs, and then we're going to do, I have to remind myself. Okay, so it is like so. And boom, that is a holy symbol. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but with the dark symbol. Whoops, I think I did that in the wrong order. Oh, or maybe I just don't have the right kind of power right now. I wonder if there may be a cooldown on these. I don't know. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's okay. We will take a look into that part later because I really wanted to get the holy symbol because today we can finally get ourselves into a lot of good stuff. I'm so excited. Not only can we now do whatever this is, which is exciting and cool, and we're gonna totally get that done, but we also have the ability to do a handful of other things as well. So while I wait for the spell cooldown to finish, because I'm hoping that's going to be the issue right now, is we're just waiting on a spell cooldown. Otherwise, right now I'm actually blocked by the quest because you can see this doesn't have a name. So we'll just have to see. While we wait, though, we do still have a ton we can do. So let's go ahead and get ourselves an elder statue, because that would be a great upgrade. And what we can do now is grab our inlay and our holy symbol and create an elder statue. And this is an upgrade. So we no longer need our straw effigy. We now have a proper elder statue. Don't mind the Cthulhu appearance. Definitely not suspect. By the way, yeah, I've been a little busy with the soul shards, which is fun. I may go ahead and try to get ourselves into some of the cool magic stuff in a bit. One of the things I really wanted to get into that I talked about last time was the Raven's Cloak, though. And I still greatly want this. So to get this, we're going to need Wicked Weave, which means we do need that unholy symbol after all. So we're going to have to wait for that one. There is still a handful of other things we can make in the meantime. So let's see. How many Wraith Hearts do we have? Do we even have any? We have 2. Do we want to start looking into some Bone Paladin armor? I feel like that could be really cool. So these don't take that. And so I only need the 1 Wraith Heart. I've got plenty of imbued bones. Got plenty of tattered cloth. I've got an acceptable amount of silver. I'd say do it. Let's do it. Just like that. Then the chest plate is a little more complicated. And then the leggings are even more complicated. So we need some of these lesser soul gems. These are not too terribly difficult to make. So let's get some of these planned out real quick. That bone helmet, by the way, very nice looking. You're going to see why we're excited about this in a bit. So a lesser soul gem is going to be 2, or in our case 4, actually 6, because we need 1 for you as well, right? And then let's see, we need quartz. Oh, we don't have quartz. We haven't been to the nether yet. Well, I think it's time that we go do that then. Shoot, I actually genuinely didn't expect to get into it already. All right, well, let's go to the nether. Right, and before we go to the nether, I like my boots a lot, and we're probably going to end up keeping these anyway. And so I planned on, because there's no Bone Paladin boots. So I figured what I could do is I could quickly put a trim on these. And so the trim has a fun effect that just made me realize, hey, we should probably do that. I really like both of these, but I'm going to check all of these out. So we're going to grab gold, and we're going to do a gold inlay so that the piglin bartering still works, and the piglins won't be upset with us. So I kind of want to see how each of these look on their own. Yeah, I definitely like this one best. So I think I'm going to tuck my portal into the cave right over here that I keep getting my stone from, which, by the way, has gotten a little bit messy because I've started using TNT to excavate large amounts of stone because I got tired of manually harvesting it. And there's this one spot right here that actually just happens to be perfect. I'm going to swap out for the excavation pick, and I think we're good to go. Right, I can also put this away. We have our bow ready. We should be fine. All right, welcome to the nether. I also have been really wanting some glowstone, so this is quite ideal. But the thing we need the most is right there. And I'm kind of glad that I chose to put the trim on my armor, because these guys are kind of in high numbers right now, and they are not in the slightest bit bothered. So the nether actually has kind of a good bit of stuff to see, which is fun. So you have these monazite rods. There's a couple of them. These are from Architect's Palette. And these are meant to be a decoration block. I never harvest them. I don't have the creative vision to make these decorative in any sense of the word, but they are still really pretty just as an ambient, like, speleothem. Oh, there's a fortress right there. That didn't take any time at all. Okay, I think I might try to meander over to that fortress, actually. We have ourselves an Enderman. I'm surprised it's not a custom variant. We have a handful of variant Endermen in this pack. You've got to be kidding me. The first one that we kill, you've killed one wither skeleton. I am astounded. So let's go ahead and put a waystone down. Mind you, interdimensional travel is not cheap, so it'll be 10 levels to get back home. Okay, finally back. Definitely did not get hit by lava at all. Okay, so all the good stuff that we got aside, I needed nether quartz. And then I also needed that. And then we still need 12 of these guys. I think we should give that a try. So that is 1, 2, 4, stir, stir, and 1. And then last one. And there we go. That's the 3 soul gems we're going to need. So now let's finish getting together our full Bone Paladin set. All right, there we go. Bone Paladin Greaves. Bone Paladin armor is excellent. It also gives you 10, 20, and 10 persistent ethereal hearts. So these hearts, you can see I'm regenning, and these are basically like absorption hearts as far as I can tell. Yeah, reading through both the book and then some of the code documentation and different documentation kind of everywhere, I'm not seeing anything that really explains very well what this does. And it does persist after you take it off, which is kind of funny. I also think it's truly incidental that that's the case. And if I recall correctly, you cannot trim this armor at all. In fact, yeah, cannot be trimmed. That's partially because it looks super sick. Just look at us. We look so cool. We even have like, I'm going to hide my backpack. We even have like this cool cloak. Gotta love it. Looks really cool. And especially for decently early game armor, this is incredibly powerful stuff. All right, so that is some fully maxed out gear. Not bad. All right, so I'd like to try it one more time because it's been a bit to see if this is going to work. I wonder if my altar is not considered a dark altar. That's the only other thing I can think of. I wonder if the sensor is confusing it. Nope. Okay. Well, we will fiddle with that as we go. I was still going to continue to work on other things anyway. So specifically, I really want to get into the Raven Cloak. And so for the Raven's Cloak, we're going to need a gravity belt. Gravity belt isn't too terribly bad. We've already made some calcs of end before. I think we only have the one. So let's make another one. Right, so with that, let's also go ahead and make a basic belt. And that, when you put it on directly, will make you jump higher and fall slower, which is a little bit of a weird effect. I don't personally like it all that much. I don't mind jump boost, I just don't like the reduced gravity effect. And then we need a whole bunch of other things. Well, as it happens, I've been farming for phantom membranes just by staying awake. So we've got 8. We only need, what, 2? We need 4 raven's feathers, which I've also been collecting. And then we needed 2 tattered cloth. And then on top of that, we need specifically the unholy symbol, which sucks. That's going to be a problem. I'm hoping I can figure that out on my own. And then we need blue dye and then a shadow gem. And that's going to get us 8. So let's get started on the shadow gem. I think that's going to be pretty much the easiest place to get started, because this is going to require quite a few steps. Oh, we need a gas tier. Yeah, we're completely blocked on that too. I guess I've got some grinding to go do. Let me go do that, I guess, first. What the heck? Where did that gas go? I was so excited to see it. Well, that was easy. You've got to be kidding. Finally. There we go. Let's go. 2 more. Okay. Oh, that was so lucky. All right, well, I've got 5 gas tiers. I think that's fine for now. Okay, so now we have everything that we should need to make a couple of shadow gems. How many do we need? Let me think. We need just the 1. Okay. And so now if we follow along, we have 1, 1, 2, stir, 2, 3, stir, 1. So 1, 1, 2, stir, 2, 3, stir, and then the last bit. And there we go, Shadow Gem. And Shadow Gems can be used in a couple of different places. They're gonna be your introduction to whatever the heck this mod is. We'll never know. Then they also have utilization here in the Brazier. And there's a couple of things we can make, including the Archangel Sight, the Soulborn Amulet, which I don't remember what it does. I'd have to go look it up again. There's a Scythe that we've entirely skipped, but we could entirely make. There's nothing stopping us, really. But really, again, what we really want right now is that Wicked Weave, which requires the unholy symbol. Okay, so I have one last idea. The only thing I can figure is that we need to do Sacrifice Animal, which is this. By the way, part of the reason why I'm having trouble with getting this to work is that I decided to go the light route. Every other time I've played it, I've done the dark route, and then I didn't realize until my most recent testing playthrough of this on the beta testing server that the light route was much easier to do than I thought it was. So that's why this time around I wanted to try the light route, and now I'm running into issues that I didn't expect, both with the quests and then also the availability of recipes and certain transformations. Anyways, let's teleport the cow right here. Okay, maybe let's not teleport cows around, because that didn't seem to work worth a crap. Let's try a lead, the old-fashioned lead method. And you know, I'm also going to grab a fence. One thing that I have found is that fences make this a lot easier, because you can just pick exactly where you want your animal to be, and then, I hate this, but more or less dangle them. It's a lot of cursed. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I mean, you have to understand, we gotta make it work, you know? You know what? Let's try a baby cow. I think a baby cow will fit underneath, because this is going really badly. But if I do baby cow and then put a hole in the wall right here, can I... Where the heck did the baby cow even go? Over here? Get back here. Okay. Ooh, this has not been easy. Here, let's follow the path along. Baby cow will be easier to work with anyway. Chickens would probably be the easiest, but again, I just didn't... I wanted to use what I already had, you know? On in, make yourself at home. There we go. This is more or less exactly what I wanted. Sacrifice animal. Before the chant, before an altar, and have a goblet. Oh, and a goblet filled with animal's blood. There we go. Now can I do it? Finally. Okay, so there we go. Problem solved. Now we get a little notice, hey, there's some stuff we can do. I already have those. There's also a bunch of other things, and this is one of the things that I've been trying to get towards. I've also skipped a quest or two here. This one I did not skip. I just, again, didn't have it unlocked when I made it. So let's put you back. That's going to get us some things. Good heavens, that was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. Now we have both symbol types, which is excellent, and we can make the very thing that I've been trying to make this whole stinking time, which is the Raven Cloak. So to make the Raven Cloak, we need this Wicked Weave. You in the middle, you at the top, and blue dye at the bottom, and that gets us Wicked Weave. Hey, there we go. And now we have a Raven's Cloak. Now, get ready for the coolest transformation you'll ever see. Now I have an even bigger cloak. Now we have Elytra Flight. Sort of. So if you sneak, you can stop the flight at any point. I can also use this to double jump. And so you'll notice above my XP bar down here, I go from 10 as soon as I stop to 9, 8 each time I double jump. So when I do this jump, there's like a little puff, and then I get some slow fall, and then I lose that boost number. And once it goes to 0, you have to land. So if I were to jump off, you'll notice when I press and hold, there's like this horse jump meter almost. If I press and hold until it's orange and then let go, then I'll start Elytra Flight. But it's very temporary, and if I don't do it again, I'll go into a free fall again. So you have to keep that in mind. So if you do like a double jump, that'll get you enough air, and then you can just keep going with it. More and more and more. And it's not infinite. You can't use, rockets don't work with this at all, but it is a pretty cool way to get some flight. But yeah, eventually you lose the ability to keep flapping those wings. And another thing is the flight speed is pretty fixed. And if you sneak while falling, you won't take fall damage and you'll fall much slower. Anyways, that's what I've really been wanting this whole time. I love Elytra Flight. I think it's one of the best flight methods that we have in the game. This pack doesn't have creative flight at all. There is no creative flight in this pack. And last time I played it on the beta testing server, again, where I did the light sigil, I didn't use the Elytra at all. I actually just stuck with this the whole time because it goes in an Elytra or in a curio slot. And so you can just keep using it the entire time. So anyways, that should do it Man, do we look cool, right? It's not just me. This looks sick. I think we look sick. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time around.